Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi, while inaugurating the G20 venue IECC complex in Pragati Maidan, Delhi, has said that India would be becoming the third largest economy by the year 2027. So this would be a very good news for India, that India would be becoming the third largest economy of the world by the year 2027. So this is what we will be looking into today's video. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be talking about that India would be becoming the third largest economy by the year 2027. So about the video, first we'll be talking about the news, then about India's GDP, what are the reasons that India can achieve or become the third largest economy by the year 2027, comparison with other economies. In the end, MCQ and mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is economy. Very important from mains perspective. You should be able to know about the comparison and reasons that why India can achieve the target. The news has been taken from Indian Express and it says, third largest economy in third Modi term, anatomy of India's growth. And this is the aspect we will be looking into. Third largest economy by the year 2027 and anatomy of India's growth. How India is growing or how India is growing in comparison to other countries. That why India's GDP is moving so fast, or is it that India's GDP in reality is moving very fast, or is it that the other countries are not performing that good? So what has happened recently is that while inaugurating the newly built International Exhibition cum Convention Center in Pragati Maidan, New Delhi, which is named as Bharat Mandapam for the G20 venue. This is one of the most important events which India would be hosting. So the venue for the G20, the venue for the global G20, the international G20, the event which will be setting India as the host at the global level is ready. And in the year 2014, it was seen that India was the 10th largest economy in the world. So in the year 2014, it was 10th largest economy, and at present, India is the 5th largest economy. And the Prime Minister of India has said that by the year 2027, India would be the third largest economy in the world. And if this happens, this will be a very good news for India, because this actually tells us that how well India is moving when we talk about growth and development aspect. So what has happened is that the International Monetary Fund has also said in its forecast that India is indeed to become the third largest economy by the year 2027. And IMF is a very credible organization, so you can write these kind of statements in your answer. This gives more credibility and adds value to your answer. So even the IMF is forecasting that India will be becoming the third largest economy, and it is expected to take over both Germany and Japan. As of now, both Germany and Japan are ahead of India. Germany is currently 4th largest economy, while Japan is the 3rd largest economy after US and China. And the size of an economy is mapped by the gross domestic product, that is GDP. So the gross domestic product is the base which we take for measuring the economy or the size of an economy. And what is GDP? So the definition of GDP is the market value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundaries of a country or the territory of a country. So it means everything which is final. It means the end product which is final, the end product within the geographical territory of the India. It does not mean that whatever is produced outside India would also be included in this. Whatever is produced within the territories of the India or within the boundaries of the state or a country would be taken care of. So everything that has been finally produced, the goods and services within the territory of the country, is regarded as GDP. So let us talk about or compare India with other countries. Then GDP on current prices in billion US dollars. So if we will see that, if we will talk about the first position, then that is the United States of America in the year 2004, 14, 23, and in the coming 2027 also, US is expected to be on the first rank and is at present on the first rank. And second rank is taken by our neighbor, that is China. And if we will talk about India, then India in the year 2014 was on 10th position, but in the year 2027 it is expected that India will be on the third position. If we will talk about China, as of now China is third. In the year 2027 it will be fourth. Germany now is fourth. In the year 2027 it will be fifth. And there are other countries also like United Kingdom, France, Brazil, Canada, Italy and Russia. So the good news is for India, and India is the country which would be making the maximum or the highest jump in from the year 2014 to the year 2027, that is from 10th rank to 3rd rank. And what are the reasons which are being given is, first and foremost is that India's GDP has grown by 83% between year 2014 to 2023. So within a decade, India's GDP has grown by a commendable rate, that is 83%, and which is just 1% lower than the China's GDP growth, that is 84%. So India and China has grown maximum as compared to other countries. And US GDP increase in the same time period is 54%. So China is 84, India is 83, while United States of America is 54. Then all the other top 10 countries have seen their GDP stagnant or even contract. So if we leave India and China, and then on third position if we leave US also, all the other countries which were in the top 10, like for example Germany, Japan, UK, France, Russia, Brazil, majority of these countries, either the GDP has become stagnant or it has contracted. It is not moving in the positive direction. And most of the reason that has been said is the global economic crisis of the year 2008 and recently the COVID crisis also. Of the 5 countries that India overtook in 9 years since 2014, so India from the year 2014 has taken over the 5 countries. Out of those 5 countries, United Kingdom's total GDP has grown by 3%, France has grown by 2%, and Russia has grown by 1%. While on the other hand, Italy's GDP has not grown at all, while Brazil GDP has contracted by 15%. So these are the statistics that if we leave China, India and US, all the other countries are not showing good signs. UK 3%, France 2%, Russia 1%, Italy has not grown at all, while on the other hand Brazil, which is an African nation, has contracted by 15%. It is not even being stagnant, it is contracting. And the second reason is given that despite India's economy not growing as fast as it would like to be, that is 8 to 9% per annum, after the COVID pandemic it is becoming even more difficult to grow fast, but still even a more modest growth rate of 6% per annum will be enough for India to achieve its target of becoming the 3rd largest economy by the year 2027, because all the other economies are just not performing well. So even if India does not grow by 8 or 9%, even if India manages to grow by 5 to 6%, still India will be able to achieve its target. Then India's GDP in 2027 will be around 38% more than what it is in 2023. And while that of Japan and Germany will be only 15% more than their 2023 levels. So Japan and Germany would grow only by 15%, while India will grow more than double of it by 38%. And this relatively faster growth will help India overtake these countries and become the 3rd largest economy by the year 2027, because even the Germany and Japan are not growing that fast. Then comparison with other countries, then that is India's growth momentum has slowed down considerably. One of the reasons is COVID pandemic. So because of which India has not grown comprehensively. Then in between the demonetization aspect also came, then GST also came, then came the COVID. But the global economic crisis of 2008 did affect India, but it did not affect India as it was expected. Then India moved from rank 10 to rank 5 was relatively easier because all the other countries which India has surpassed in few years, the gap between these countries are very less. All these countries are within a gap of 1 trillion of each other. So even if a country is doing well and moving on the right path, then it becomes easy to surpass all the countries which lies in the same bracket almost of 1 trillion. But what would be difficult for India is to surpass China and US, which is more than double, triple or 4-5 times of India's economy. India's GDP will be 1/5 of China's and 1/6 of US by the year 2027, because these are two very, very big economies. At $2,600 US per annum, India's per capita GDP is not only the lowest among the top 10 countries, it is considerably lower than that of the countries it has overtaken. So even though GDP wise, all over GDP wise, economy wise, India might have went ahead to all those countries like Japan, Germany, Italy, France, but when we talk about per capita GDP, then India is lying much behind all these countries. India's per capita GDP is 2,600 per annum, while UK is 47,000 and Brazil is 10,000, Italy is 37,000. So when we talk about the per capita GDP, then India is lying behind all the other countries who it has surpassed. Then that was about India, how India will achieve its target of becoming the third largest economy by the year 2027. Now it's time for the prelims MCQ. And you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The World Economic Outlook is published by World Bank, IMF, World Economic Forum or the World Trade Organization. Easy one. Now mains practice question. You have to write it in 150 words. Even though India will become the third largest economy by 2027, but still India lags behind in terms of per capita GDP. State reasons for that. So in the starting you have to talk about what is per capita GDP and why India is not doing well, India's comparison with other countries, and how India can achieve or India can do better in that respect. So try to do your answer writing practice, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.